every day is better.
Hey, Luka. Hey, Luka.
Every day is better. Man, when I was watching that game 2-5, I said this. Luka balled, but my biggest takeaway wasn't about Luka. Which is why I actually respected the revenge performance as it pertains to a performance. Luka left that game having me talk about everybody else. LeBron James had a 25-plus point double-double. Rui Hachimura had 15 and 5. Austin Reeves, he had 20 and 3 quarters. So Luka allowed everybody else to be better, and that to me truly is the magnitude of greatness, particularly the magnitude of greatness as a point guard, is if everybody else's game grows because of your presence, then that means you are elite. That means you are great. Luka didn't give me the 40-point triple-double I was expecting.
Yeah.
He didn't give us the 35-plus point triple-double that we had hoped for. Not even the DraftKings and other betting sites suggested would occur. He didn't do that. But what he did do is say this. Hey, Reeves, you're going to play a great game. Hey, Bron, you still going to play a great game. Hey, Jackson Hayes, you're going to play one of the best games of your season, 8-8. Hey, Rui, you're still going to play a great game, and I'm going to have a triple-double. So my thoughts on Luka's revenge game is that the game was a great game for the Lakers, even more than it was a great game for Luka. We'll talk more about it later, 2-5, but I just wanted to get that off my chest.
I love that. I love the game, right? And this was a statement game for different reasons. One is he really showed the Mavs, like, you missing me.
Yeah.
Even though Kyrie Irving had a great game, it's still different. So Luka had a triple-double, right?
Yep.
And real quick, it's so much, when you get traded from being a franchise player from your franchise, there's so much emotions going on, so many thoughts in your head. And he kind of controlled it for the most part, right? He got an early tech, and that was expected because he's just hyper, you know, and all the emotions and all that. But when I watch, if you really, like, watch the game as a sports fan, his presence is so effective, him on that court, man. Like, for example, Austin Reeves might be fighting for All-NBA this year because you see these wide open shots he's getting? I mean, he's getting the ball, he can flip it around and all, and get his hands right because they're double teaming Luka. Every time he got the ball at the top of the key, they're double teaming. Look at everybody on him. The big man, everybody collapsing on the defense. So it's like, when he's in that game, it's such a difference. And I was like, man, can the Lakers really be a contender? And now that I'm watching it, they really can.
Talk about it.
Because of the Luka effect. And now, you've seen some of the games where he's doing a 2-on-2 with LeBron and him. I mean, one time he threw the ball in the post to Luka. Backing the guy down, then he come a double, throw it to LeBron. Then he throw it back to him. They doubled again, he kicked LeBron, open 3-ball. Everybody is getting involved because all the attention is on Luka. So when you talk about having an impact on this type of game, right, where you want a redemption game, and yeah, we could have the 40 points, but to me it's the same thing because now you get all the players around involved. Like, some of them players, and I'm being respectful, like, Austin Reeves is really good on the offensive side, but it's coming so easy now, though. Hachimura, even him, like, easy points.
And at the 25, 50.
You get what I'm saying? So now it's, when I get everybody involved, it's all the attention's on me, everybody can eat. So we might not see Luka get another 40, 50-point game because he don't need to. And then you add LeBron James, when they go to Dallas, they gonna whoop the hell out of Dallas. Again.
Even with AD.
Man, listen, whenever he comes back,
I'm with you, Acho, because that's exactly what I said yesterday. The A block yesterday for our show was, does Luka have a lot of pressure? I said I was the only one at the desk that said no, because he had Austin Reeves, because he had LeBron, and they shared the wealth. It's exactly what happened last night. Look, Luka didn't have a good night shooting. He was 6 of 17 from the field, 1 of 7 from three-point. So I was hoping, and you were hoping, man, the shots fall. What I guess I didn't give him enough credit for, watching the game with my son, who loves basketball, he's 7, was he's an incredible rebounder. He's an incredible passer of the ball. He reminds me of a quarterback out there. Like the pass that he was driving to the hoop and then behind the back. How do you see like that? And then there's a couple ones where the no-look, two-handed underneath for a dunk. Like, some of those things, I think that we put so much stock in how he scores the ball, which I think he's one of the most incredible scorers in all of basketball. But he's really probably the most well-rounded player in all of basketball. His playmaking ability, that's exactly right. And I don't really appreciate that till I saw it on full effect last night. I was also impressed with his emotional stability, because when you have a game like this, when you're traded away and it's only 6 or 7, yeah, you get one early tech, and yeah, he gave a couple stares to the bench. But overall, he was really settled down. It didn't look like he was out there pressing like he should be, or like I thought he would be with the Mavericks. So all that, including, man, I thought it was an outstanding performance.
I loved it and hated it at the same time.
Can you get the bad first?
Well, no, I wouldn't say hate it.
Okay.
I was just...
Give us the bad.
Disliked it a little bit. The main reason why I disliked it a little bit is because selfishly, I wanted the 40, and I wanted Luka to shoot it every single time.
But they wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
I wanted him to shoot. I don't care if he crossed half
Playing
court.
good defense.
Ball going up. I'm finna show y'all. Y'all messed up. But then as I watched it, that was impressive by Luka. That was impressive by Luka. Luka did not let his emotions get to him. Luka said, man, I'm finna play basketball. Y'all know what type of player I am. Y'all know what type of player you let out the building. You know I make everybody around him better. You know I took you to the finals and to the Western Conference Finals, really with not a lot of talent on my roster. You know that. Y'all can say whatever you want to say about me being out of shape and all that. They can't guard me in shape. They can't guard me out of shape. They can't guard me on the. Y'all know that. But Luka's saying, man, you know what? This ain't really about me. I'm finna make the smart basketball plays all game long. And when you watch Luka play the game all game long, man, he made everybody around him better. And this is not just against the Dallas Mavericks. This is really since Luka got to the Los Angeles Lakers, just making everybody around him better. Rui and Austin Reeves, since he got there, they've been at the free throw line, at the three-point line, chilling. One back, boom, boom. Taking their time because of his presence and what he brings. So I loved it from that standpoint because he did not press. He played the basketball game, made everybody around him better, and that's Luka. That was the Luka in Dallas. I'll take over games when I got to take over games, but I'm going to get my teammates involved when I got to get my teammates involved if it's going to help us win, and it did.
You said something yesterday about the defense, and he showed up there too. He had 3 steals, as many as anybody in the game, as long as Kyrie had 3 steals. Then beyond that, he had 2 blocks. Now, Luka's not going to be a defensive phenomenon. We're just not going to see that. But the kicker is, can he not be a liability?
Effort.
And when I watched yesterday, not for the first time, because we see it at time to time, but I was like, you know what? The plays where you are a liability, you are making up for those in the plays where you do take the ball away. Like, I didn't look at it too many plays. There was one where he just got a cheap foul because he refuses to move his feet. That's just what he does from time to time. There was one time where he just got a cheap foul. But other than that, 2-5, I wasn't so disappointed in his defense that it overshadowed the picture.
Wasn't
I'm going to stick to him having a good game. I'm going to leave the defense alone. I'll just say this. I do think that J.J. Redick, first of all, let's give him more credit.
Yep.
Because we didn't know what he would be like. We knew he was smart. We heard him on TV. He's been an excellent player. He's a good player, right? And now I watch him as a coach. Them boys are hustling, though. They're small, they're undersized, and they're getting steals, they're getting to the ball. They are playing good team defense. A couple times I see him on the island with Kyrie Irving, and I was noticing how they suffocated the defense and they helped him out, right, support, where they made Kyrie pass that thing out. So I'm like, okay, they helping him out. And then all like the rotations, when the ball's moving around, you see them rotating. And that's about defense. So they are protecting Luka. Now, I will say this, though, not to go against you, but
go ahead.
late in the game, though, when they was getting a little tight, they was kind of going at him a little bit, right? Kyrie kept
to get him in a one-on-one.
Yeah, you seen it, and they was going for that. But I think as a collective group, defensive-wise, and LeBron James has a lot to do with that because he's so smart, right? He's communicating. You see him talking the whole time to help him out on defense. But I will say this about this Laker team. I am very confident, optimistic about them going in the playoffs and going far down this thing and being a contender because they are playing good ball. Yeah. Luka is getting everybody involved. Like, think about this. In your redemption game, you want to put them 30 and 40 points up, right? But then when the team says, no, we are not letting Luka beat us. I mean, from the get-go, they showed in double teams, triple teams. I'm like, for you to trade this dude, because he wasn't, I don't know if he was good enough or not for y'all. You shorts, trade, double teams when you get the ball.
Taking what the defense
right? But only thing what scares me is maybe, I think the size might matter when they get later on some of them better teams because they are small.
They're going to play
They are small.
They got to play speed.
So we going to see, but they're playing well, though. They're playing well.
That, even when you talk about defense, we are not expecting Luka to look like Drew Holiday.
Of course.
And I mean, like, one-on-one deep, we not expecting that. What we are expecting is what you say. When it's time to rotate, sprint over there.
That's all. That's all.
You understand what I'm saying? But I do think that's the presence of Bron, too. Because don't have us turn this tape on and we sitting there, and because you ain't the leader in Dallas. I'm the leader here in L.A. So when we turn this tape, hey, Luka, hey, you got to get out there to that three-point shooter now. We ain't finna keep saying that 3, 4, 5 times now. And I think that's the difference between Luka and
he's the most. That's another thing, real quick. I'll be thinking about, like, on the team. So playing with Tom Brady and playing with other great quarterbacks, I want him to get into different names. But let's say I play with a really good quarterback, like we all respect. And we in a room where, well, look, man, like, I'm just as good as you, dog. Like, hey, Shady, go hustle. Man, what? Man. Playing with Brady, it's a big gap. Shady, yo, go hustle. Yo, I got you. My bad. My fault. And you see it. LeBron's the same way. You can look at Brunson a certain way. You can look at Hardaway a certain way. You can look at all these different guys. You can look even Kyrie. I can look at Kyrie and say, yo, hey, man, hey. You can't look at Bron like that. And you see the difference now.
Yeah.
It's always certain people in the locker room, when they talk you,
Yup. It's like a coach.
There's an aura about
it.
them, for sure.
And
You respect them a little bit more.
That's not the aura, just the success.
And that's
the greatness.
Hey, well, speaking of greatness and success, we got to talk about Travis Hunter because in college.